Originally got involved with working with young people 2 years ago by working with a kid in Larkspur and needs a full-time aide. So I became his full-time adventure aide because I do a lot of different interesting things and he hasn't been exposed to some of those things. And so my job was to work with him and show him different things in the world that he probably wouldn't normally get to see. Like art, I took him to a bunch of art galleries, I took him to baseball games, we actually took tours of the stadiums. Yeah. I'm an artist for 13 years doing the same thing. I just wanted to try something different, and a good friend of mine was his aide, but he was outgrowing her. She couldn't pick him up or handle him anymore. So she asked me if I would be into it, and I met him and his parents, and we totally clicked. So I started working with him. I work here during the day, and then tonight, right after school, when school ends here, I work Sweetwater Music Hall, so I do the lights there. I'm their lighting designer. So when I leave here, I go to the Sweetwater, and then I check in the bands, because I'm part of the production crew. So I meet the bands, check in with them, see what they do like or don't like, and then we do a sound check where the band shows up early and they make sure that all their equipment is working properly. And I set the lights during the sound check to whatever they like, whatever. We get all that out of the way before the doors open up, and I operate the lights live during their show. One extra thing I do, I sell cookies. One type of cookie from my friend's company called Homestead Cookies, and they are, without a doubt, the best chocolate chip cookies in the world. And there's another thing I do too, but I don't always do it, but I'm planning my next one. I drove my buddy, a really good friend of mine, started a company based out of, he's African, and he makes different types of soaps and lotions. And I drove him across, I circumnavigated the USA 6 weeks. We drove 11,000 miles in 6 weeks. He picked me up literally at my front doorstep in San Francisco. We drove down the coast to San Diego with a bunch of stops, and then from San Diego to Florida, the southern route, and then from Florida to upstate New York, and then from New York we drove to Chicago, and I got out in Chicago so I'd go to a wedding. But in 6 weeks we did 11,000 miles, working 7 days a week, and we'd have 3 to 5 stops every day. It takes a lot of focus and a lot of free time off my hands, but it makes me appreciate my free time when I do have free time. Working the lighting booth is a passion that I'm liking more. I've only done that for 3 years, but it's pretty awesome because music is one of my biggest and favorite passions. I love music. I think it's really special, especially wherever it comes from. That people, it's a pretty cool thing that hits people. I'm a child of a separated home, so I moved a lot, and I don't really have the best contact with a lot of my family members, so trying to be independent was quite a challenge at a young age, but I did it.